Prynawn da a croeso. Good afternoon and welcome to match day 29, the 7th game of Cymru Premier's Phase 2. Welcome to today's live broadcast of the Bluebird's Nest, coming to you from the outskirts of Pontypridd. We are at University of South Wales Sports Park, or USW Sports Park in Treforest, home of Pontypridd United. The Bluebirds will be looking to build on the victory over Aberystwyth Town today, hoping that what today is Good Friday is a very good Friday indeed for what is our penultimate away game of the league season. As I mentioned, we were 2-0 winners over Aber in our most recent outing a fortnight ago on March the 15th, with goals coming from Dan Hawkins and Martel Taylor-Crossdale, giving us all 3 points against the Seasiders. Ponty, known as the Dragons, last in action the day later on March the 16th. They shared the spoils with Barry Town United, a 1-1 draw here at USW Park. Owain Jones's early strike had given Pontypridd the lead that day before Will Richards equalised for Barry after about 30 minutes, I believe. The most recent meeting between today's sides came back in February, a game which ended 1-1 at the Oggy Bridge Meadow. Defender Luke Cummings was shown a straight red card after 30 minutes before Ben Fawcett and Ben Amoun scored for both sides that afternoon. Wales striker Ben Amoun does return to the lineup today, but we'll come on to the lineup shortly. We're still 7th in the standings, top of the playoff conference. A victory today would ensure we maintain that spot for another week. However, a draw or a defeat could open the door for 8th place Penabon to swap positions with us at the top of the conference. They play at Barry this afternoon, whilst Colwyn Bay host Aberystwyth. So we'll be keeping a very close eye on things as they unfold across the leagues. We're missing a few today. Dan Hawkins is missing out, so Tony Pennock and the coaching staff forced into that one change. Dan unfortunately picked up a bit of a minor injury. I've literally just been speaking to Dan frustratingly in the stands watching this afternoon. But that means a return to the starting 11 for Luke Tabone after serving a one-match suspension after he had picked up 5 yellow cards over the course of the season. So Bluebirds this afternoon start with Zach Jones in goal, Rhys Abruzzese, Ricky Watts with the armband, Kai Whitmore, Ben Fawcett, Martel Taylor-Crossdale, Lee Jenkins, Oscar Borg, Jack Wilson, Luke Tabone, and returning to the ground that he started the season at, Corey Shepherd. On the bench, Ivan Knott, Harry John, Declan Carroll, Rio Dyer, Yori Humphreys, Fletcher Picton, and Jacob Owen. The home side themselves are forced into a few changes, it seems. George Ratcliffe, the goalkeeper who has been one of the home side's standout players this season, seems to be missing due to injury, as well as centre-half Jared Wright, who I also believe is injured. Owain Jones, who, to be fair, I've always thought he's done well whenever playing against us, he returns to the bench this afternoon. As I said, we'll see internationals Ben Amoun and Clayton Green, who both missed Ponty's last game due to suspension. They both return. So Ponty line up with Ash Morris in goal, Luke Cummings, Ethan Vaughan, Keston Davis, Ben Williams-Margetson, Ben Amoun, Kieran Lewis, the former Bluebird, Owen Pritchard, Ryan Bevan, Clayton Green, and Jack Caradogan. Referee this afternoon is Alex Livesey. He is assisted on the touchlines by Jonathan Baby Bryant and Stephen Davis, and fourth official is Alex McKinch. The teams are out. They've made my way from my right-hand side. Today, I'm in the gantry today on the first level here at the USW Park. I've got the Scorio cameras and commentators above me on the second floor. I'm hoping to keep dry where I am here under the covers. We've had lots of showers upon travelling east this afternoon. And since being here at USW Park, I'm opposite the dugout, smack on the halfway line. So we'll be able to give you play-by-play commentary for today's game. So please do get involved in the chat, whether you're watching or listening, I should say, on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. Please do keep this a two-way conversation this afternoon, wherever you are all tuning in from on this Easter weekend. As I said, the teams have come out. They lined up directly in front of me here, in front of the cameras, but are now both huddled in their respective halves of the pitch. coaching staff all in the dugouts across the way from me, as I said, as Ricky Watts and Clayton Green, both skippers this afternoon, approaching the referee for the time toss. I've got commercial manager Dennis O'Connor trying to ambush me here and distract me. Dennis, I've just said coin toss instead of coin toss. Thanks for that. I'm blaming you for that one. It's going to be a change of halves. Both teams are switching sides. The Bluebirds in yellow shirts, blue shorts, yellow socks this afternoon, and Pontypridd in their home strip, white shirts, black shorts, black socks. They said Alex Livesey in charge this afternoon. And it's going to be a Ponty kickoff, and I believe it's Cara Duggan to take kickoff. Referee just making sure that the goalkeepers are both ready. We're all set for play to commence this afternoon. Just there we go. First whistle, and we're underway. Margareton first to receive the ball off the set off kickoff, goes back. Ponty, I doubt for the first time, or the last time I should say, for this afternoon, go big and long. Bluebirds have picked it up. Kai Whitmore managed to pick up a second ball there, but it's back in Ponty possession. Again, second opportunity, second long ball of the afternoon for the home side. Luke Tabone does clear, but it falls to Cara Duggan over on that far left-hand side. You remember that's the side of the pitch that he scored from in the Phase 1 fixture when we were at USW Park. Kieran Lewis with a shot at goal, deflected off Lee Jenkins and out for the first corner, over, as I see it, in the far right-hand corner of the ground. Afternoon to those commenting in the chat on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube this afternoon. Please do, as I said, let us know where you're tuning in from on this Easter weekend. As Kieran Lewis just looking to cross, right-footed, in swinging into the box. Force it at the front post as well to head clear. It's back to Lewis, over on the far touchline. Square to Pritchard. Back to Lewis. Inside. Fawcett manages to intercept that through ball that time. Finds Martel Taylor-Crossdale to Whitmore on the halfway line. Out for a Bluebirds throw-in. Wilson picks the ball early. Fawcett onside, but behind the last Pontypridd line. Squares it inside the box. Ricky Watts. Oh, 4-5 yards out at most. It's been called offside anyway, but he hit the post. Would have been ruled out, but a massive chance here in the opening few minutes. A Ben Fawcett cross from the right-hand side. Watts inside the 6-yard line. Keeper stayed on his line. Watts, I think, hit the left-hand post. All happened so quickly then. Ricocheted straight back into play. But a free kick on the edge of the box. Can only assume for Watts being offside there. So it's going to be Ash Morris, the veteran of the league, I'll say. He's been around for many years, Ash Morris. Very experienced keeper. He's been sitting, waiting patiently, I believe, for Pontypridd on the bench for the last 2 seasons. Another opportunity for him today with Ratcliffe injured. Kieran Lewis with a through ball. Oh, Kieran Lewis's cross, almost a hit and hope into the box. Clayton Green got on the end of it. First time has put it clear and wide. Zach was in a good position there, so would have dealt with that comfortably, I'd like to think. But it's a Zach Jones goal kick. First time this afternoon. Zach all in green with white boots. Goes short to Abruzzese, the only player on the left-hand side of the pitch. Then Abruzzese, a great diagonal cross, finds Martel's chest. Ponty managed to nick in, but it's a Bluebirds throw. That was Ryan Bevan in the middle for Ponty then. Did well to pinch that off Martel's toes. Good attacking start to the away team today, as it's just gone out for a corner. Goal kick, sorry. Fawcett just missing out on getting his cross in that time. Ash Morris with the ball in his hands then, looking to clear the lines. Pretty usual numbers at USW Park for the home team this afternoon. This earlier kick-off I thought might have brought the numbers out, but still only a handful behind the goal there. There are, Scorio cameras won't show, but there are a number perhaps sitting alongside me in this stand. I guess at about 150 in total here. But of that 150, a good 20, I would say, across the other side of the pitch, who have made the journey up from Pembrokeshire. So credit to those guys who've come up, and hopefully we put a show on for you on the pitch. The 22, Owen Pritchard, seems to be playing in the left wing-back slot over there for Pontypridd, who are lining up in a usual back five. Jared Wright, the big miss for them, I think, at centre-half today. Cummins seems to have tucked inside to take his slot to the right of a back three centre-halves. All ricocheting between both teams at the moment, but it's Cummins travelling towards his own goal. Martel behind him, goes back to his keeper, chance to clear. It's low, only finds Shepherd playing against his former teammates. Good intellect between Jack Wilson. Fawcett's onside, through ball by Wilson, finds over the bar. It was a tricky one for Fawcett, over on the right hand side of the box. Martel was calling for it in the middle, but was marked by two Pontypridd defenders. So Fawcett took the chance. It was a tough one, and it's gone high and wide over the fence. Again, another goal kick even to Pontypridd as the rain begins to come in sideways here in Treforest. I'm hoping my location isn't going to get wet, but there's a fair wind bringing this rain sideways across the pitch at the minute. Morris clears, coming down on the halfway line. It's Amoon, Watson, Oscar Borg who compete. Knockdown goes to Clayton Green, who goes all the way to Zach Jones. Left-footed, clears, into touch, just inside the Haverfordwest half. On his left foot, not a bad clearance to be fair, but it's going to be a throw-in for Ponty. Cummins on the right-hand side, former Carmarthen and Barry defender, and Merthyr, I think. Free kick, Amoon pushed Abu in the back. Abu goes down, free kick, given by the referee. Both Pennock and Allen, the only two standing over on the far side at the dugouts. Obviously, Gavin Allen, a couple of weeks ago, coming to take the helm at Pontypridd. Former Aberystwyth ladies team manager. The goal kick has zipped off the surface and gone all the way through. Ash Morris now on the other side. We were looking at the pitch before kickoff, and it is a very short and narrow pitch here at USW Park. It's much smaller than the meadow of our home ground, obviously. It's a free kick. Fawcett again seemed to be pushed in the back that time. Pontypridd, the more physical of the two teams so far. So it's a free kick. Abruzzese over the ball, inside the centre circle, inside the Pontypridd half. Watts just making his way back to the halfway line, but every other player going forward to the right-hand side. Shepherd just bringing his former teammate, Kieran Lewis, over to this near side, but everybody else to the right. Jenkins, Tabone, Borg, Wilson. It does go towards there, and it's going to go for a corner, headed clear by Cummins. Jenkins calling for the foul, fell to the ground off Clayton Green, I think it was. But it's going to be a corner. Abu, fresh off his free kick in the centre circle, trots over to take the corner over on the far side. Question, Leo, I'll come back to that one. Abruzzese then. Left-footed, one arm, up in the air. Movement in the box. Jenkins' shirt being pulled off his back at the moment. Cross. Good position. Headed. Oh! Goal kick. Force it at the back post. Headed into the ground. And it just misses the far post. Another good opportunity to open the score in there. Unlucky. Another goal kick. Positive start here from the Bluebirds. We are 10 minutes in. Question on Facebook, Leo Jones. How is it a 12:30 kickoff today? The honest answer, I'm not quite sure. Seems to be right across the leagues today. The majority of fixtures kicking off early this afternoon, assuming due to the bank holiday, trying to perhaps attract crowds. But spoke to Cameron Keach before kickoff, former Bluebird, now with Cambrian and Clydach, and Cambrian actually have a 7:30 this evening. So whether they've requested that or it's just how it's fallen, not sure. But here we are. Ash Morris, again, perhaps a bit rusty. He's put his kick pretty much straight out into touch inside his own half. Wasn't the biggest of clearance. And the Bluebirds now attack. Playing some good football inside the home half. Wilson, pass intercepted. Jinxed him a bit there, but Wilson again looking to play his throw in early. Comes in to force it. I think, as I said, the pitch is really narrow here in Treforest. So I think Wilson's throw-ins in any attacking position are going to be a threat today. Through ball is going to go through to Zach Jones. Off his line early. Amoun not able to get all the possession there as Ponty countered. Zach rolls to Jenkins. Loads of space to travel. Gets up to the halfway line. Plays to Martel. Out to Watts on the near side. Right in front of me here on the halfway line. Inside to Shepherd. Jockeyed again by Clayton Green there. Back to Jenkins. Plenty of time. It doesn't seem to be anybody pressing high for the home side. Happy to let Jenks have it. Amoun literally not moving. The sole striker for the home side. Again, Martel. 1-2 with Jenkins. Back in the pocket. Quarterback like almost finds Jack Wilson down the right-hand side there. Cleared by Margaton, I think it was. To Amoun. Oscar doing well to hold him up there. Does well. Oscar, who won't have very fond memories of this ground, made his second start for the club and received a straight red card in a loss last season. We'll be looking to put that to bed and hopefully have a better afternoon this afternoon. Cara Duggan moves inside. Tackled well by Ricky Watts again. Keston Davis passes straight into touch. Looking across the grounds then this afternoon, there's currently no goal in either of the 4 games in the Cymru Premier going on. In the Championship Conference, the top 6, Conisky hosted Newtown, 12 minutes in, 0-0. Barry in that game that we will have one eye on this afternoon. Barry at home to Penabont, 0-0 there. And I think on the televised fixture, it's Colwyn Bay Aberystwyth in a bottom clash. As Jenkins has marauded 60 yards here. Clayton Green trying to catch him. Great run by Jenkins. Watts overhit the cross. I think that's going to be perhaps a sign of things to come. Jenkins with lots of time as the centre half this afternoon. Amoun, the sole striker, not putting any pressure on him at all. So Jenks literally from edge of box to the other edge of the box, that one. So another goal kick it'll be after Jenks had short pass to Watts on his right-hand side, on his right foot, I should say, on the left-hand side. Put his cross just a little bit too high and wide of Martel at the back post. So another goal kick as all the players come towards me here in that very small area of the pitch in front of me to the keeper's right. Goes straight down the middle. Jenkins swallows it up in the air, finds Martel. Heads straight. Throw in to Watts, but was intercepted. Well read by the Pontypridd defence. back now with Oscar Borg just inside his own half. Abu. One great run, 1-2 with Oscar on this left-hand side. Great left feet from the pair of them there, playing some interlinking play. Abu does turn around and go back to Jenks. Again, loads of space and time at centre half. Out to Tabone, back to Jenkins, to Shepherd. Oh, he's misplaced his pass. Cara Duggan on the edge of the box. Strikes over the bar. Sheppy won't be happy with that one if he sees that one back. Kieran Lewis is, as I said, his former teammate and friend. Nicked the ball off him there. I think Sheppy actually held it onto his leg a little bit. I don't think the ref saw that one, but we'll not highlight that too much. Bluebirds back in possession. Jenkins, again, given loads of space in front of him. Surely Pontypridd will be addressing that soon. He's into Ponty's half. Plays a great pass to Martel, who goes back towards goal, but it's out to Watts. Unmarked on the right-hand side. Martel in... Oh, gives an option, but it's coming field to Kai Whitmore. Is tackled. Great tackle by Margareton there. But he's back on his feet chasing. Does well. Jenkins nicks it. It's hot potato time at the moment. Referee waves play on. Not deemed a foul there from Whitmore. Pontypridd bench not happy, but it's Tabone back in possession. As I said, Pontypridd started quite the physical tactics, I will say. Abruzzese, Borg, Jenkins on this near side, linking up really well. Just moving them forward. Pontypridd seem to be backing off a lot. But again, on this narrow pitch, great crossfielder. Abu finds Wilson, who's deemed to have fouled the left back there, Pritchard. As I said, it's a very short and narrow pitch here. So Pontypridd dropping off doesn't create much space in and behind for the likes of Forsey and Martel to run into those areas. So a free kick on the edge of the box with a keeper coming out to take. 16 minutes gone, still 0-0. There's a lot of hoods and umbrellas up at the moment. The weather keeps turning. There's a little bit of sunlight and then it disappears and the rain comes. Not the greatest of spring afternoons here in Pontypridd. Again, it's a bit like pinball in the middle, but Martel does well to lay off Watsy, who's travelling towards goal, 30 yards out to Kai Whitmore, inside the box, shoots, blocked, out for a corner. Another good attacking move there. I thought Watsy was going to pull the trigger 30 yards out for a second, but he probably took the right option. Whitmore was open on the right, who came into the box, who did the least. Oh, it's almost Martel, just over his dreadlocks. Jenkins puts it back in at the back post. Abruzzese inside, cleared. Watts, 30 yards out, drives. Oh, narrowly wide of the left-hand side post. Great low drive from Ricky Watts there. It's a goal kick, another great chance. Pennock applauding his team there. Lots of good opportunities. Bluebirds seem to be getting on the end of every second ball and every opportunity there. That's I must say, a couple of weeks ago, as this is a bit of a breaking play here, we played away at Barrytown United, and long-time followers of the club, Brian and Colin Thomas, who travelled, to be fair, far and wide with the club, attended, and Brian, the elder of the pair, who followed the club for many years, took a nasty fall and broke his hip. But speaking to Colin this afternoon, he is on the road to recovery, and I believe is out of hospital and is recovering with some good care around him. So sending best wishes to Brian as Rhys Abruzzese now travels forward. The referee twice let play go on then. It was Ethan Vaughan who was pulling Abu's shirt back. So it's a free kick midway between the penalty box and the halfway line inside Ponty's half. Pritchard is the one-man wall. Abu just assessing his options. Got a great view of this. The cameras will have a great view of this. Abu left-footed. Right, great area. Martel is offside. He's gone over the bar anyway. But there was a great flight of a ball there from Abu, landing just up beyond the penalty spot. First time Martel right-footed, just over the keeper's head and over the bar. Offside anyway. But mentioning Brian Thomas, yeah, speedy recovery, Brian. We'd look forward to seeing you back at the Bluebirds fixtures in the very near future. So Ash Morris, he's gained some yards there. The ball is far closer to the edge of the box now. Clears, does clear the halfway line this time. And Clayton Green manages to bring it down. But Watsy pinches it off him. Back to Borg, who clips forward for Fawcett. Great pressure. Clearly gone out there. Yeah, ref does blow. Fawcett's pressure on Margerton. Forced into a first touch into touch. And Jack Wilson's made his way across. The first time perhaps you see one of Jack's missiles come across the pitch. Just outside the edge of the penalty box. From the left. Wilson, it's a great area. Targeting Jenkins. Oh, what a save! Jenkins' head, goal bound. One-handed left-handed save at the far post. The keeper, he's not the tallest, Ash Morris, but he's done really well to push that fingertips over the crossbar for a corner. Best chance of the game so far. Great throw by Willie, and a Jenks backward directing header almost goes in. Abruzzese with the early cross. Going to be another corner, I think. Keeper came and flapped at it, fell to Devon, who's put his shot deflected wide. Can we get a goal? Be great to take the lead in what has been a ground that we haven't been very fortuitous over the last few years. Abruzzese again, left-footed, right into the middle of the goal. It's headed clear to Shepherd, edge of the box, back to Abruzzese on his right foot, cuts inside, left-footed, cross, Borg over Borg's head, back to Wilson 30 yards out, head injury. Play stopped. I think Wilson was lining one up there, but 35, 40 yards out, but the ref has paused the game. Pontyphysio is being called on. Sarah Gray making her way onto the pitch. I'm trying to look. I think it's Kieran Lewis who's... no, it's not Kieran Lewis. You can see him in the centre circle now. Players just heading towards their respective dugouts for a quick chat with the coaching teams. Trying to work out exactly who that is down injured. Face down on the ground, holding the back of his head. Some big opportunities there to open the scoring. Very little movement from the player on the ground. It doesn't seem to be too much panic though. He's clearly moving his legs and his arms, but still face down. He's just rolled over now. The physio experience, to be fair, controlling the situation as best possible, as more medical assistance is heading towards the pitch, I believe. I don't know whether whoever it is on the floor will be continuing here. It's Ben Margerton, I think, the number 5. I'm pretty sure it is. I can't see it. Yeah, it is number 5. I can see the back of his shirt. He is getting to his feet. Miraculous recovery, it seems. So I'm hoping the ref is now going to drop the ball back in an attacking position for Haverfordwest. Yeah, Pontypridd, they're trying their luck here to play much further up the pitch, but it's a yellow ball. Again, in that midway part of the ground. There's not much distance between the centre circles and the penalty box. And it's going to drop. It's going to be on Sheppy's feet. Corey Shepherd is going to receive the ball. And he plays it out to Oscar Borg on this left-hand side. Amun does now Track. It's gone back to Jenkins, who's played it forward to force it. Too high for force it, all the way through to the keeper, as we were. Bit of blue sky. Still quite windy here, but a bit of blue sky now, and a break in the rain that we've had. There is a nasty looking cloud incoming though. Pinball head tennis at the moment in the central part of the pitch. Kai Whitmore hooks on. Fawcett's going to bring this one down. Heads on to Martell, but Keston Davis, the former TNS centre-back, tries to clear it, but in fact it's fallen. Shepherd managed to get hold of it and gives it to Martell, who gets her on the back. Great cross into the box. Just missed. And a clearance from Ponty sees him safe again. Tabone just probably does the right option there and just puts it safe into touch on the halfway line for Pontypridd. Throw in. 25 gone here, still 0-0. As I look around the ground, I see many Pembrokeshire faces who've joined us here in Treforest this afternoon. Probably not far off 50% of the crowd is supporting us this afternoon. Great to see as well a number of the European shirts on being worn. The Navy Athletic sponsored European shirts from people who I spoke to before game who were from Cardiff, who had joined us on our journey last summer and thought they'd come and support us this afternoon, being so close to the capital. Ball is with Pontypridd down the left hand side, across, high and wide over everybody. Peyton Green and Ricky Watts battling. It's a good battle between those two. Watts does well, just plays it short for Abruzzese, who almost picks out Fawcett on the halfway line. Cummins now on the near side, inside to Kieran Lewis. Finds Bevan. Goes down the touchline. Abruzzese does well to hold him up and pinch it on his left-hand side. Oh, he's pinched again. Pritchard crosses. Great header, Jenkins, out for a corner. Amoun was waiting to pounce there beyond him. So great clearance by Lee Jenkins. Almost half an hour gone. Almost a third of the game gone here. And looking across the leagues, there's still no other goal breaking the deadlock on Good Friday. Kieran Lewis with the ball in hand, walking towards the corner flag. Kieran Lewis, we all know so well how good a right foot he's got, is going to be crossing this one. He scored against us one of the last times we visited here. Out swinging, it's gone deep and beyond everybody. Ref slightly in the way of Shepherd there. It does go back to Wilson, who clears well into the Pontypridd half, just showing how short this pitch is. Ball now in the keeper's hands on the other side. Had a great chat with Elliot Scotcher this week on the Bluebird's Nest podcast. Great to catch up with Elliot on his road to recovery with his knee injury. Quite the bad luck he's had over the last 12 to 18 months. So great to see him in a good place with hopefully a return to the pitch in the next few months, should we say. Martell, 30 yards out with a chance. There's 3 players he's dodged there, done really well. Out to Wilson on the right-hand side. Inside to Shepherd. Finds Whitmore on the edge of the box. Just didn't quite get the pass he needed there off Wilson. And it's out. Pennock not happy with that one. Communication perhaps between the two didn't quite go well, but good interlinking attacking play there again. As Pennock shouts basics. Keston Davis with the long throw. Again, those long throws, a great asset on a pitch like this. Amoun gets a chance to go forward, face to face with Oscar Borg. Jenkins tucked behind. Amoun on his left, crosses. Again, Jenkins does well to clear for a corner. Over on the far side, this is going to suit Kieran Lewis's right foot better than this the left-sided one. Although, saying that, Kieran Lewis is staying on the edge of the box. It's going to be Ryan Bevan from that side. Interesting. Kieran Lewis at the moment unmarked 30 yards out, but Shepherd has got eyes on him. Very congested penalty area of the box. Pontypridd's got a set piece up their sleeve here. So it's going to be Bevan to cross. Right-footed, in swinging, great area. Zach Jones so calmly and cleverly comes out to collect. Two hands and has freed Will Whitmore down the right-hand side. Throw in. Great defensive play there, to be fair, by Owen Pritchard. The last man had to make contact with the ball and dispossess Whitmore. Anything less than the ball was going to be probably a red card there. But it's out for a throw-in, which Wilson's taken his time to come over. Great attacking opportunity here. Inside the penalty box area, this. Probably about 18 yards out. Jenkins, Tabone, Martel, Fawcett, Whitmore, all in the box waiting for this one. Wilson into the box. Great area. Tabone flicks. It's defended well. Shepherd now with it. Over near the corner flag. Back to Wilson. First time cross. Great area. Drops. Doesn't fall to a bluebird. Kieran Lewis comes away with it. Jenkins stops his clearance. Does well. Makes it go back. Clayton Green now on his own goal line. It does clear his lines. Up to Vaughan. Shepherd does well. Pontypridd throw. Vaughan tries his best to gain about 15 yards there. Cummins then to get the ball back in play. There's been a goal up in Colwyn Bay. The Four Crosses Construction Arena has seen Aberystwyth take the lead. And it's probably a massive goal in the relegation battle. It's Jack Thorne who's taken the opportunity on 31 minutes. So the only goal so far in the Cymru Premier is that up in the Four Crosses. The referee is deemed Abu to have handled it outside the Pontypridd box in an attacking position. Abu hands on head, not quite sure about that one, but it's going to be a free kick there. The ball must have skipped up off the surface as I was looking at the Aber scorer. Abu comically hasn't having a chat with the linesman there. Ash Morris again then, the chance to clear for the Dragons. Jenkins and Amoon at the target. Jenkins, it's Tabone does well to come across and win the header in front of Jenks. Cleared. Keston Davis, a couple of times now, he's mislaid his clearance and it's gone sideways. Seems he's got his boots on the wrong feet today. Whitmore does well to charge down. Oh, free kick. Don't think anyone appealed for that, but it's going to be a Haverfordwest free kick. Kieran Lewis must have pulled Whitmore's shirts back there, it seems. But an attacking opportunity anyway. Abu over it. Pritchard just getting sent backwards. Retreat. Another one of those free kicks. This is slightly more infield than the last one. But Abu hopefully can swing this left-footed around and behind the back line. They're high. They're well outside the box, the Ponty defenders. Force it round the back. That's my prediction. Although Martel has come to this near side completely unmarked. Ponty not looking to deal with Martel. Whitmore's now unmarked. Great area. Flicked. Oh, just cleared. Just didn't sit right on this artificial surface. But Shepherd's put it back into an area. Keston Davis clears. Whitmore, edge of the box. Finds Jenkins. Out to Borg. Left-footed. Back post. Force it! Oh, a diving header just over him. He was trying everything he could to get on the end of that one, but it's gone out for a goal kick. Again, another great chance there. The wind is coming from behind the Bluebirds, so perhaps that not helping matters with the deliveries to the back post. But that must be the 5th or 6th chance to open the score in there. 34 gone, still 0-0. Ash Morris again with another goal kick against the wind. Just drops inside his own half. Watts wins the header. Great header to force it. He's outcrowded by 3 Pontypridd players there, and they managed to clear. Again, not too far. And they've only given it to Shepherd, who plays forward to force it. To Wilson, square to Martel. Back to Whitmore. Great play. Whitmore, not many options open to him. Goes back to Jenkins. Probably the right option there from Kai. Jenks out to Oscar. Out to Abu on this near side in front of me. Abu says he's showing Pritchard the outside. Good defending, Pritchard. Jenks, but it's a great knock. Doesn't quite clear for Martel to run onto. But it's all the way over to Wilson now on the right-hand side. A deflected clearance. Wilson, low. Finds Abu Sezi, deflected out to this left-back area. Who plays Oscar Bo. Oh, it's just nicked by Carraduggan. Who goes back to his keeper. Pressure on him. Ooh, just misses Forsey's forward run there. Whitmore just struggling to get hold of that ball in the possession, Kai, today. You could see he was trying to get hold of that one and drag it back and turn, but just skipped off his laces. Still 0-0. 36 gone. Wilson throws down to the right-hand side. Watts crosses. Cummins has to clear. Again, just looking to hook it on every opportunity, Pontypridd. Shepherd does well to dispossess Carraduggan. Oscar back to Shepherd. Diagonal clearance by Shepherd this time. Watts and Lewis battle. And it's just come off Watts' head and out for a throw-in. Gets a round of applause from the away dress, the away dugout over there. As there really is a lot of blue sky now. Thankfully, the grey cloud disappeared. And it's turning into a lovely afternoon in Pontypridd. If only we could get that opening goal, it'd be even better. Jenkins clears well over the fence and almost onto the A470, which is running parallel to the ground here in Treforest. No sign of any ball boys or any action. Pontypridd looking to probably see out this half as slow as they can. Haverfordwest, for me, the better team in this first half. Trying to be as neutral as I can with that, but certainly the more chances. It's going to be a Pritchard throw-in. Doesn't quite go anywhere. Just up in the air, and Jenks does well to clear. It's back in from Pontypridd. Abruzesi on his right foot clears his lines. Force it. Almost gets hold of that one. It would have been a good opportunity to attack, but Keston Davis now back to his keeper. Ash Morris pauses, hesitates, much to the frustration of his teammates. They wanted to get it ball back up the pitch. Jenks again, no messing, clears. And out for a throw-in. Gavin Allen trying to kick the ball forward to gain an extra few yards in front of his dugout. It's going to be Keston Davis coming over to take this one. Just again, slowing things down here, Ponty. He's gone long down the touchline to Armoon. The target man has managed to get a corner off Luke DeBone's defensive clearance. 38 gone, 0-0. Again, Bevan heading over towards the corner flag to take this one. Armoon being marshalled by Tabone in the middle. Carraduggan has gone short, but Shepherd is aware of it. Lot of bodies around Zach Jones this time. Inward cross. Referee's given a free kick. There was a lot of hustle and bustle in that 6-yard area then, but it cleared everybody anyway. It would have been out for a goal kick, but it's going to be a free kick. Zach Jones to clear. Goes short to Abruzesi, unmarked on this near side. Every other player to the other side of the pitch. Travels. Carraduggan now caught up with him. Turns, goes back to Oscar Borg, who plays in Zach Jones in goal. Zach across the floor to Tabone in space on the right-hand side now. Just trying to make the pitch as big as they can. Great cross fielder. Finds Watts. Square. Oh, Watts with a header from across the penalty area. Now with Martel on the edge of the box. It's tackled. Shepherd nicks it back. Can he strike? Oh, deflected. Straight back up in the air. It's going to come to Watts. There's one Vaughan as well. It's charged down. It's going to go for a goal kick. No, he's kept it in. Abu does so well to keep that one in. Cummins across. Physical. Oh, it's a nasty one. That's going to be the first card of the afternoon. Fawcett caught late there. He is okay, it seems. Did well to nick the ball. And then it was number 3, Ethan Vaughan, who came threw him a touch. He's up. No need for treatment. Seemed to catch him on the right ankle there. Shepherd already to deliver the cross. Fawcett back on his feet. The linesman just communicated to Zach saying there's 5 to go. Plus injury, stoppage time. But it's going to be a Shepherd free kick from 8 yards from the corner flag. Going to be right-footed. Hands on his hips. Again, a congested penalty box area. Jenkins moving all over the place. Shepherd straight at Vaughan's face. Referee's wave play on. Oh, what a flick. Fawcett. I'm surprised the ref wave play on there. Shepherd's free kick straight into the face of Pritchard. Ball went straight back to Shepherd. Pritchard was on all fours. The ref wave play on. Perhaps it wasn't in the face. But assistance is being called for now. But Shepherd's second attempt crossed. Fawcett managed to flick it on over the bar, unfortunately. But any lower, that would have been the opening goal they were craving for. Still 0-0. I thought it in his face. Yeah, Pontypridd players protesting there that the ball should have been, to be fair, stopped. It seemed to catch him square in the face, I think. I'm surprised the ref did indeed with play on there. Physio just checking out the player who's up on all fours. It seems to be okay. He only just picked up a yellow card and then catches one in the face. Just a bit of a stoppage here. Players just having a chat amongst themselves. I think Penna could be saying more of the same. I think the team talk message will be. He sat next to Gary Richards and the rest of the coaching staff in the dugout over there. Just making some notes, it seems. Ready for that interval that is fastly approaching. Again, as the medical team just make sure that Pritchard's got all his senses. Moving his head side to side, back and forward at the moment. Bit of whiplash in that one, perhaps. I should have been keeping count, but I'd love to see the stats on how many attempts at goal. Not all on target, I must say, but many a time it's gone wide all over the bar. There must be almost double figures of the chances we've created, which is a real positive, considering perhaps how many goals we haven't quite managed to score during phase 2, or indeed the whole season. Surely we get 1 or 2 or 3 this afternoon. It looks like Vaughan will be carrying on once he returns from the touchline. But for now, Ponty down to 10. Ash Morris to clear. Again, one of his better kicks. Clears the halfway line. Tabone wins it. It's head tennis again, but Shepherd comes away with it. Clayton Green on his back. Shepherd, probably a little bit too far out. It's close to 40 yards, and it's gone wide of goal. Again, another shot on target. One for the stats. Vaughan has returned. 44 on the clock now. Again, still the only goal from across the Premier is up in Colwyn Bay, and they trail to Aberystwyth 1-0. Ash Morris with yet another goal kick. I wait Alex McKinch on the far side, the fourth official, with his board to show how many minutes to go up. But Ponty attack. Tabone and Tabone does well. Just a little quicker than Amoon there to get hold of that one and put it safely out for a throw-in. It's Jared Wright, who obviously I'm thinking is injured this afternoon. Over on the far side, who retrieves the ball and throws it to Keston Davis. The centre half who seems to have got the biggest throw for Pontypridd, so I think this one's going to be incoming. It's gone short. That looked like a false throw. Appeals go up. Nothing given by the ref. Yeah, it is given. Not the best throw I've ever seen. Seemed to be hunched over throwing that one. So the ref has given it. Wilson is going to have his own throw-in attempt. That certainly won't be hunched over. Does go long. 40-yard throw-in with the wind. That's a superb clearance. Don't think I could have kicked it that far. Shepherd does well. Jockeys the ball. Clayton Green seems to have caught the ball in the face there. Has kicked it out to touch himself. He now seeking for some treatment. No, ref's not calling the physio on. And there's going to be 4 minutes still to come in this first half. As he said, Alex McKinch, the fourth official over on the far side, indicating 4 minutes. I thought there might have been a little bit more than that. 4 still to go. Bounce ball, Clayton Green straight to Luke Tabone. First time volley clears. Haverfordwest back in an attacking threat. Martel flicks it over to force it. Back to Martel. Lots of yellow shirts getting forward. Martel on the far right hand side. Crosses. Cleared by Cummins, but it's only to Oscar Borg, 35 yards out. Got Abu down to his left-hand side. Comes back to Oscar Borg. Ponty have done well to get back around it. Lee Jenkins this time clips. That goes out. It's going to be a corner. Ash Morris is chasing for it. It's a corner ball. Done well there. The clearance, headed clearance backwards towards his own goalkeeper. And the keeper probably wasn't on the right wavelength. Wasn't the quickest in getting anywhere near it, but it's out for a corner. Could this be the chance? 47 played. Abruzzese must be his 5th, if not 6th. Probably even more, actually. Corner from the top left, as I see it. Left-footed, 2 hands up in the air. A slightly different tactic. It's low to Wilson, edge of the box. Oh, deflected wide. Back to Shepherd, over the bar. Great set-piece move there. Wilson came from deep. Completely unmarked. First time across the floor. Drilled it, but it was blocked. Just outside the 6-yard box, I guess. Back to Shepherd, whose first time effort went over the bar. Again, more shots at goal, but not hit in the back of the net, unfortunately. Coming up to the last 60 seconds of the first half. Ash Morris this time. Slightly more to the right-hand side towards the touchline. Again, Jenkins wins his battle with Amoon there. Relatively comfortably. Whitmore and Lewis battle for it. Great defensive tackle by Whitmore. Oh, Shepherd's through ball almost falls to Martel Taylor-Crossdale. Yet another goal kick. I think in the second half with the wind against Haverfordwest, I think that might actually suit the way the boys are playing this afternoon. Getting those forward balls will perhaps hold up more in the wind on this very zippy artificial surface. The ball seemed to be skimming again with the amount of rain. Understandable. Referee's looking at his watch. 48 and a bit played. Tabone clears the goal kick. Keston Davis heads wide to, can only get to Wilson. Inside to force it. Great step over by Whitmore. Gets away. Only to Watts. Oh, could have gone down there. Does well to stay on his feet. Whitmore to Shepherd to Wilson. Over on the far right-hand side. Boys deserve a goal here. Back to Shepherd. Crosses. It's cleared by Keston Davis. Straight out for a throw-in. Is there going to be time? Referee nods. Wilson with one last chance. Everybody up. Abruzzese just making his way back for a bit of defensive cover. Surely the last play here. Wilson drives the ball. Incoming. Great. Lofted throw. It's going to be cleared. It's going to go out. It's a goal kick. I'd have thought that goal kick will bring. There it is indeed before the goal kick, a half-time whistle. So as we were at the start, it remains 0-0 here at USW Park. We will return in 15 minutes for the start of the second half. Over and out for now. Croeso nôl. Welcome back to USW Park, where Pontypridd United and Haverfordwest County are currently 0-0. Lots of chances in the first half, but none, unfortunately for us, hit in the back of the net. The teams are yet to make their way back to the pitches, so we'll just run down the lineups. The home team then: Ash Morris, Luke Cummins, Ethan Vaughan, Keston Davis, Ben Williams-Margerton, Ben Amoon, Kieran Lewis, Owen Pritchard, Ryan Bevan, Clayton Green and Jack Carraduggan. And for the Bluebirds, Zach Jones in goal, Rhys Abruzzese, Ricky Watts, Kai Whitmore, Ben Fawcett, Martel Taylor Crossdale, Lee Jenkins, Oscar Borg, Jack Wilson, Luke DeBorn and Corey Shepherd. We will let you know shortly if there's going to be any changes, but I'm sure both teams deep in conversation about tactics and how the second half is going to unfold. I think the wind, on reflection and speaking to many of the people here in attendance this afternoon, that wind really did play a big difference in the first half, as every lofted cross or free kick into the box seemed to just get away at the far post for the Bluebirds. So perhaps this wind against us in the second half might actually be a little bit more beneficial, but we'll soon see. Excuse me. As I said, at the end of the first half, there was only one goal in the Cymru Premier this afternoon. The halftime scores were all 0-0, apart from up at the Four Crosses Construction Arena in Colwyn Bay, where it was Aberystwyth who took the lead. Jack Thorne scoring the opening goal on 31 minutes. A massive, massive goal for Aberystwyth, that one, in their relegation battle. The table, as it stands now, has Pontypridd in the bottom two, in that second relegation spot. So no doubt that would have been communicated in the home dressing room going into that one. But for the away dressing room, perhaps one eye on other fixtures near the top half of the bottom six, where Penabont currently at Barrytown United, drawing 0-0. Great to see such great numbers this afternoon joining us across Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. I have had a notification on the platform that we use to broadcast this live stream that Facebook apparently is incurring issues with its systems across the globe today. So perhaps there's been intermittent there on the Facebook stream. But as far as I'm aware, the Twitter and the YouTube working correctly. I can see Owain Jones, who I mentioned, was on the bench this afternoon. Very talented striker for Pontypridd, is now strapping up his pads. I believe going to be a second half introduction for him. He's certainly taking his tracksuit top off as well. So I highly likely that he's going to be joining for the affairs for the second half. I don't think anyone, the Bluebirds substitutes, are still having a bit of a kickabout on the pitch. And I don't think there's anyone missing. I can see Fletcher Picton, Jacob Owen, Rio Dyer, Ivan Knott, Yori Humphreys, and Declan Carroll all still warming up. So I don't think there's going to be any changes for the Bluebirds. But there certainly will be for the home side. As I said, great to see big numbers joining us this afternoon. Please do feel free to get involved in the chat and make this a two-way conversation this afternoon as the yellow and blue Bluebirds return to the pitch. Tony Pennock, hands in pockets, alongside Gary Richards, Waggy, the assistant manager, just returning and heading towards the dugout. Lots of confident looking body language coming out. Luke Tabone looking, offering some leadership thoughts there to his fellow centre halves, Oscar Borg and Lee Jenkins. Jenks, well, to be fair, all three had a really good first half, so hopefully a clean sheet incoming. Fingers crossed that's not the commentator's curse. It's going to be a Haverfordwest kickoff from left to right in front of me now. Again, facing the wind this second half. A lot of blue sky come out. Seems to be a far better spring afternoon here on Good Friday in Treforest. And it is Owain Jones over on the far side. Benamoon staying on, so it's certainly an attacking change. Let's see what number goes up from Alex McKinch. Owain Jones, number 20, Owain Jones coming on, and the board just going up. Shows 35. It's Jack Caradagan going off. He hasn't come out for the second half himself, I don't think. Probably having a hot shower. Thought he did quite well in the first half, to be fair. So perhaps an injury. Martel, Taylor Cross still to get us back underway shortly. There is the whistle. Back to Shepherd. Attacks down the left-hand side. Abruzzese quick to jump for it, but it does go out on the full for a throw-in over on the far right-hand side. Cummins, the right of the three back centre halves for Pontypridd, taking another throw-in over there. Accustomed to playing right back. I think Cummins, as I said in the first half, has just slotted in. Great attacking opportunity. Oh, just nicked by Keston Davis. It's going to come out for a throw-in. Well inside Jack Wilson's range here. So the first opportunity sees the back three, Oscar Borg, Lee Jenkins and Tabone, make their way forward. Shepherd, Watson, Abruzzese just dropping somewhat defensively. Wilson against the wind this time. Approaches. A flatter throw. He's flicked on Keston Davis. Oh, almost dropped out the back post for Luke Tabone there. Owain Jones on the ball. Watched as well. It's going to pick up a yellow card. What they call a tactical foul there from Ricky Watts. Put his arms around Owain Jones to stop him advancing. When the manager probably would be happy with that. Just stopped Ponty moving forward. But best part of 43.5 minutes now for Ricky Watts on a yellow card. I'm sure the coaching staff would be aware of. So it's going to be Cummins on the halfway line, alongside the touchline, diagonally across. Moon not even looking at the ball that time. Whitmore, not given the foul, comes away with the ball anyway. Down this right-hand side, finds Shepherd. Back to Wilson, right in front of me here on the halfway line. Forward, great little chip to force it. Back heels to Shepherd. Through, oh, it's probably the wrong choice there. It's going to be a foul. Oscar Borg was a little bit late there. Getting through Keston Davis. No, Luke Cummins, sorry. On the edge of the box after Cummins had managed to clear. Again, a lot more people spreading around the ground now with the sunshine out. Stand looking a bit more bare to my left and right here at USW Park. As Ash Morris clears. Yeah, it's certainly with the wind, his distance is far better already in the second half for that clearance. Owain Jones giving Jenks a far different experience already in the second half, but Zach Jones was quick to come and clear that one. So it's going to be throwing Pritchard, the left wing back for Ponty. Going to be delivering this one. He's calling Keston Davis. We said he's taken most of the long throw-ins. His last one was a foul throw. Let's hope this one is another one of those. Keston Davis takes aim into the box. Cleared first time by Shepherd. Margerton pushes Taylor Crossdale out the way there. How that wasn't a free kick, I don't know. But Cummins' long range delivery goes straight out for a goal kick anyway. Zach Jones then with a goal kick here. Very quiet atmosphere at the moment. Both sides perhaps feeling the tension. How things are going to unfold this afternoon. The Cleddau Casuals and the Haverfordwest County Supporters Association members all grouped over the far side. Will say that I'm really looking forward to in the next week or so. The new fanzine that's been produced by the Bluebird supporters will be coming out. I look forward to seeing that one. Ben Fawcett almost with a half a chance to get clear. He's been caught again on his right toe. Wincing a little. Ref wave play on. Don't know why Fawcett would have stopped had he not been fouled there. But Jenks clears. Oh, shout for handball against Margareton, but puts it into touch. Martel doesn't look to play early. Leaves Jack Wilson to deliver this one. The right option. And again, the three musketeers from centre half move forward. Again, well organised this for Jack Wilson's deliveries here. Almost like a corner set piece here. Wilson into the box. Again, great distance against the wind. Headed backwards. Fawcett on the penalty spot. Oh, chance. Out to Whitmore. 25 yards out. Opts to give it wide to Wilson. Back to Whitmore. Chance to cross. Deep. It's just beyond Jenks, who's going to get it himself near the touchline. Lays it back. The right option all the way back to Watts. Crosses. Again, one in the air. Clayton Green comes away with it. It's 3-on-3. And his pass is straight into touch. Just waiting for that big chance to fall. Deserve a goal here this afternoon. Great play. Whitmore, Shepherd, out to Bond on this right-hand side. Given opportunity to move forward. Owain Jones, certainly with more legs to press for the home side. Bones crosses deep. It's out to Martel. Gathers it back. Oh, it's just rolled over. Out for a Ponty throw. Still only one goal across the whole leagues, with almost an hour played in all the games this afternoon. Hopefully, the almost 230 people listening across Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube this afternoon, I can tell you all about a goal very, very soon, hopefully, for the Bluebirds. Free kick given. Pritchard, who's on a yellow, has gone high foot there. Wilson is rolling around, but is quick to recover. Pritchard. Apologies, it's Vaughan with a yellow. The two of them look very similar, the two wing backs. Pritchard not on a yellow. So Abruzzese just inside the Ponty half, left-footed, into the penalty box. It's going to go out, certainly for a throw-in, maybe a corner. No, it's going to be a throw-in. 6 yards from the corner flag. Wilson trotting over to take this one. A nice early goal in the second half would be just what is needed. You can see Declan Carroll and Jacob Owen getting warm over the far side. I think Yori Humphries is there as well. Jack Wilson then into the 6 yard box. Is headed, keeper called it, but Keston Davis took matters into his own hands anyway. Back to Shepherd, to Wilson on this near side. Tries a nutmeg, doesn't quite come off, but has come away with it anyway. Back to Watts. To Tabone. Again, Amoun has got a little bit more fight and hunger in the second half. He's chasing that ball a little touch more. And Lee Jenkins won the header in the penalty box, but is deemed to be offside. Ash Morris, for the first time, plays short. Cummins down the right-hand side. Long ball. Tabone is going to win it and clears, but it's only back to Amoun. Great feat by the big man. He's having a better spell already in the second half. He was very quiet in the first half. Bevan to Pritchard, cuts inside, does well, onto his right foot, 30 yards out. Tackle, excellent tackle, Corey Shepherd, who looks to play in behind Keston Davis for Martel to run onto, but Davis does well. Can only head it down to force it. Travelling towards goal. Pass is slightly overhit. Cummins is going to collect. Clears. Watch needs to be careful. Oscar Borg does excellently to pinch the ball back. Abu to force it. Inside the Shepherd. Needs to play it wide. Wilson, massive chance. Oh, keeper gets there first. Oh, and Wilson's come out. He's had an injury there. Declan Carroll immediately and Jacob Owen being sent to warm up. Keeper got there. Ball and man, to be fair. Wilson got one over the keeper. Oscar stood above him, is calling Tristan Jenkins on. Wilson, he seems to be in a bit of pain here. Tristan's making his way over. Innocuous by the keeper, to be fair. Slid out, collected the ball. Caught Wilson. I think he's holding it's his left leg. It's either his knee or his hamstring. Just wait to see how this transpires. It was a massive chance. The ball was a little bit too close to the keeper. Would have been a one-on-one. Excellent build-up play, though, from the home side. We got Rio Dyer as well, warming up over on the far side. I think Harry John is putting his pads on as well. I think we'll make a mention of Harry John now. Last night captained the Welsh schoolboys under-18 team at Santa Darcy Academy of Sport pitch to a 3-1 win against the old enemy, England. An excellent performance by Harry and the boys, who takes them 2 from 2 now, I believe, in the Home Nations Cup. I think it's Northern Ireland have played 3-1-3 and Wales have played 2-1-2. So it's all set up to be quite the league table, that one. Yeah, change is looking imminent here. Number 24, Yori Humphreys, is getting stripped. Wondering whether Panic is changing formation here slightly. Jack Wilson is on his feet. With Dr. Richard Thompson and Tristan Jenkins supporting Jack. It's certainly a left leg injury. Having some assistance to walk off. I don't think he'll be continuing. No, there is going to be a mid-change. Yori Humphreys is inbound. So it's going to be Jack Wilson, number 22, off, and number 24, Yori Humphreys, entering the field of play. Now, Yori is heading over to this right-hand side here. Again, looking like a like-for-like substitution there. Would certainly allow Rhys Abrasesi on the left-hand side to get on a lot more. Yori far more defensive than Jack Wilson. And obviously we're now perhaps going to be missing that throw-in that has proved tricky for Pontypridd to deal with in the first half and so far in the second. Pontypridd coming away with the ball. Amun clears, but Tabone's going to, good defending by Tabone. Finds Shepherd 30 yards out. Plays to Whitmore. Just doesn't. Oh, he doesn't. How he came away with that, I do not know. I should expect it with Whitmore. Yori Humphreys on his bike here. Martel has put him in. Down on the right-hand side. Faced up with Pritchard. Inside to Ricky Watts. The Pembrokeshire boys linking up well there. Watts to Martel. 2 around him. Does well to get some space. Can he cut inside? Yes, he does. He comes away with it. Got to be a free kick there. His shirt is pulled. Should have been a free kick, that one. Great touch by Luke Tabone, that. Jenkins managed to put it back in the area. Martel beat 2, came away with the ball. Shirt clearly pulled back. Neither linesman, who was right next to it, perhaps couldn't see it. Oh, Yori, ball and man tackle on Clayton Green there. Abrasesi on the right. Oh, it's a deep cross. It's going to go out, I think. Owen Jones looking the threat for the Dragons here. Keeps it in. Right by the corner flag. Owen Jones back to Pritchard. forward. Jenks clears. No messing. Can only get headed to Whitmore. Ooh, Clayton Green does well to come away with the ball out of that tackle with Whitmore, but it's going to go through to Zach Jones. Lots of excitement happening over the last few seconds here. I still go back to Martel's chance. Did really well to beat two near the corner flag. Was travelling towards the penalty box. Clearly pulled back. And the ref didn't give it. We move forward. Abruzzese clears, but it's bounced into touch. Jack Wilson still making his way around the pitch with Tristan Jenkins over on the far side. Seems to be walking on his own unaided now, but it's certainly a left leg problem. Seems to be holding it very straight. Hopefully that's not too long an injury break from Jack as we near the business end of the season here. Getting a little bit scrappy in the midfield, but Haverfordwest come away with it. Force it. 35 yards out. Shoots. Blocked. Was number supporting him, so not sure, but it's back to Shepherd. Again, edge of the box. Onto his right. Out to Martel Taylor-Crossdale. Yellow shirts in the middle. Crosses. It's out for a corner. Keston Davis's head clears. It's out for a corner. Ideal for Rhys Abruzzese and his left foot here. The chat across Facebook, Twitter and YouTube, very quiet this afternoon. Please feel free to get involved. What changes would you make if you were the manager? Going to be an Abu cross in swinging with his left foot here. Two hands up in the air. Crosses, good area to Bourne. Oh. Humphreys on the right hand side. Humphreys, great cross. Oh, Clayton Green just does enough to stop Lee Jenkins getting on the end of that one. And it's out for a Pontypridd throw. Interesting. Thought that was Green who got on that one. Perhaps he didn't touch it. Again, it's Harry John and Rio Dyer warming up over on the far side there. Gary Richards just having a quiet chat with Rio Dyer. I wonder whether he's incoming soon. Yeah, seems to be taking his bib off. I think that'll be the next change for the Bluebirds. Cummings now with the throw-in on the right-hand side. Flicked on by Amoon. Jenkins trying to usher it out all the way. He's going to do well if it goes all the way. Does indeed do that. Jockeys Owain Jones for about 15 yards there. Change of scenario at Barry. There's been a red card there. Rhys Davis picked up a yellow just after half time and has picked up another one now. Red card. Clayton Green appealed for a free kick. Originally didn't get it, and then has just been given it here, though. Beginning to shape up for a lively ending to the afternoon here of Cymru Premier Football. But Barry, 0-0 at home to Penabont, and now down to 10 men. The wind, thankfully, has died down a lot in the second half. So Ash Morris's clearances aren't going to be as powerful as Zach Jones's were in the first half. But Keston Davis is over it. Goes diagonally to the right. Straight out for a throw-in. Calls for Jacob Owen in the chat. Jacob and Fletcher Picton both featured for the development squad last night in an excellent win again for them against Merthyr. They now believe are joint top of the league with 2 games in hand with just a few to play. So Steve Batty and his men, Dan Evans and Ashley Hopkins involved in the development squad. Great to see those boys really finishing the season strong, and who knows, perhaps there'll be some jubilant scenes come the last game of the season. It's just ricocheting back and forth here in the middle. Free kick given to Ponty. Shepherd on a slight shirt pull there. But yeah, Jacob Owen and Fletcher Picton both played the first half last night. It was 2-0, I believe, at halftime. So both were taken out of action so that they could feature perhaps this afternoon. Fletcher, who obviously made his debut for the Bluebirds in the last fixture at home to Aber, coming on with 9 minutes to go. Great article produced by Niall Griffiths, who I believe is doing a journalism degree from Pembrokeshire, doing a degree at USW, I believe, who wrote the article for A Club Pale Droid. So if you are looking for a read, it is a good one. Gives a bit of a background story to Fletcher Picton and his rise to the first team. As there's a substitution now for Haverfordwest. It's Ricky Watts, the captain, is replaced by Rio Dyer. I think Jenks has picked up the armband there for Watts' removal of the game on a yellow, so perhaps a wise move by Panic and Waggy there. Free kick from the halfway line straight into Zach Jones' arms, completely uncontested, wasteful from the home team. Zach, against the wind, still clears the halfway line clearly. Jenkins to Humphreys. Composed by the Bluebirds at the moment, as Bevan comes away with it for Pontypridd. Humphreys over on this near side, facing up to Pritchard. Back to Bevan. Forward. It's over to Bourne's head. Jenkins going to make a tackle. It does so well, Jenks, to cover to Bourne there. Shepherd now with the ball, just inside our half. Plays it sensibly out to Abruzzese. Rio Dyer seems to have opted for a far more central role than I was expecting. Seems to have gone into a 10 position with now Fawcett and Martell opting for a two-pronged attack up top. Bluebirds throw, much protested from the Pontypridd bench over there, but managed to come away with it well. Martell jostled by Cummins. Surely a free kick. How is that not a free kick? It's cleared straight back to Zach Jones, but nonetheless, that was surely a foul on Martell there, in a great position for a cross. To Bourne, out to Humphreys. Does well, into Dyer. Back to Humphreys, to Fawcett. Good play by the Pembrokeshire boys here. Dyer. Great knock forward. Controlled well by Whitmore. Cleared by Margerton out for a throw-in. No Jack Wilson to cross this one in from the touchline. Calls for Fletcher to get on. No signs yet, and all the subs are currently taking a seat in the dugout. So, as we were for a minute here, still 0-0 with 62 gone. Jenkins with the throw. It's gone right across the box and cleared by Keston Davis. Only to Abruzzese, 35 yards out on his right. Crosses straight into the hands of Ash Morris, the keeper. Punts long. It's a good clearance from the keeper, to be fair, but Yori Humphreys, great header, cushioned header to Abruzzese, was free on the halfway line. Great feat by Abruzzese, shows Amun the wrong way. Inside to Fawcett, 35 yards out, back to Abruzzese, out to Rio Dyer, now on the left-hand side. Just looking to cause a bit of a nuisance for himself. Inside to Abruzzese, right-footed again, cross-fielder, finds Yori Humphreys with two around him, does well. It's going to be a yellow throw-in. Yori doing really well in an attacking threat this afternoon here. As his dad Neil is shouting on from the stands near me here. Passionate as ever. Jenkins again. I always say that Jenks, when he does take these long throws, we need him on the other end of them as well. But it's going to be a Jenks throw. Again, high from Jenkins. 3 around to Bourne. But Abruzzese picked up the second ball there and put it back into an area, but Ash Morris came and collected well, the keeper, and has set off Ponty on an attack. Kieran Lewis lofted to nobody really. Zach is going to come and get it. Shepherd to Zach, uncontested, just inside his own penalty box. Out to Tabone on this right-hand side. Amun now putting a bit of a shift in to come and challenge for it. Keston Davis into the back of Martel. Finally, Martel gets a free kick. He'd be happy to pick up one there. Shepherd switches play to Abruzzese, who wasn't expecting it, and it's gone straight out for a throw-in. Quick thinking by Shepherd, but Abu wasn't away. It was punched quite directly into touch. And I can see Fletcher Picton and Declan Carroll warming up over on the far side, so perhaps an attacking change is imminent. Jenkins does well to clear the throw-in from Ponty. Bluebirds attacking on the left-hand side. Dyer just loses possession a touch. Tabone caught out a little, but does well to recover and clear his lines. Keston Davis again and Martel having a great battle. Keston heads it clear to Shepherd, to Whitmore, to Rio Dyer, back to Whitmore. Shepherd, Dyer, good interlinking play again between the three, who seem to be a midfield three at the moment. Ball goes back to Whitmore, to Borg. Back to Dyer. Oh, nasty tackle by Kieran Lewis. Dyer's okay. He's going to get back up. Just a free kick. Dyer's quick feet got the better of Kieran there. Abruzzese now then with a chance to deliver from the left-hand side. Panic on his feet, encouraging his boys to push forward. Abruzzese, left-footed, into the edge of the penalty box. 3 Pontypridd players a jump for the same ball, do clear their lines. But Aber come away with it. Great defending, Yori Humphreys. Ponty just can't manage to get any sort of good ball when they attack. Just mistraying a pass. So hopefully we put that into our good luck shortly. Force it. Inside to Jenkins. In the number 9 position, Lee Jenkins. Plays it back to Humphreys on this right-hand side. A deep cross incoming. Puts it into an area. Jenkins, trips. I think people thought he'd been fouled, but Ponty again have put it out for a throw-in off their own possession. Jenkins is going across to take this one. I think Whitmore wants to play quick. But no, it's going to be a Jenks throw again. Abruzzese and Humphreys, the only 2 back. Shepherd and Kieran Lewis just marshalling the edge of the box area. Jenkins goes short to Abruzzese on his left foot. Crosses straight at a Whitehead. Pontypridd dealing with it again. Shepherd goes around the outside of Martel. Collects it off him. Inside to force it. Skips inside. Good tackle, Kieran Lewis. Out for a throw-in. Jenkins doing a doggy's running with the width at the moment to take these throw-ins. Almost 300 of you joining us this afternoon. I am desperate to give you updates of a goal. Our last away trip was at Colwyn Bay that ended 0-0, and I'm hoping to break that duck today. Jenkins in. It's fallen in the box. Tabone, Martel. Nothing given. Big appeals for a penalty. Referee waves it on. Keeper's got the ball in his hands. We go again. It's 0-0 at Jenna Park with 74 gone there as well. Penabont will be looking to turn the screw slightly and jump above us in the league table this afternoon. 2 draws would mean that we stay in 7th with 3 games to go. So a goal in either game could be crucial. Dyer receives Abu's throw-in, goes all the way back to Zach Jones. Again, Owain Jones has offered a far better threat of press for the home side in this second half. You can see why Gavin Allen has made that change. Jenks had so much time in the first half to travel with the ball. It's going to be an attacking Bluebirds throw. 30 yards from the corner flag. Shepherd this time with it. As an echo of Bluebirds from the far side begins to start offering a bit of encouragement to the boys here. Fawcett receives it on the edge of the box. Shepherded, to say the least. It just doesn't fall there. Clear. Jenkins, inside header to the bone. Out to Abruzzese in space on the left. Pennock ushering his boys to move forward. getting the ball forward to Whitmore. Fouled, surely, not given. Whitmore then foul against, being called to the referee. I think that was a retaliation. There are substitutes warming up. Harry John, Declan Carroll and Fletcher Picton out along the touchline as Whitmore receives his dressing down from the man in charge this afternoon, Alex Livesey. 74 minutes. Still 0-0 here. Jenkins wins the header. Pontypridd attack here on the right-hand side. Luke Tabone gets a toe to it, does well to clear. It's only out to Ethan Vaughan on this left-hand side. Yori Humphreys in front of him. Does well to hold him up. He takes it to the byline, gets a cross in. Rio Dyer clears his lines. It's going to be a throw-in in an attacking position. Bevan's come over to take this one. Yori did well there to try and stop the initial couple of attempts at a cross, but the cross did come in and it was cleared by Rio Dyer. It's one of them on his right foot that could have been sliced into his own net, but did well to get his laces through it and cleared. But it's Keston Davis with the ball now then. Throw in on this near side. Inward. Shepherd's going to get there first. Doesn't quite find Kieran Lewis. Shepherd calmly does well. Bluebirds attack. Keston Davis just manages to get in front of Martel there and pinch the ball back. And it's with the Ponty keeper. Oh, turns Ben Fawcett. That's Fawcett high press there. And again, Cummins does the exact same move to get past Abruzzese. They travel down the right-hand side. Great feat by Amoun. Comes inside. Owain Jones was offside, so it rolls through to Zach Jones. Better from the home side that. Just come in alive here in the last couple of seconds. Abruzzese to Dyer. Back to Borg. Back to Zach Jones. Something's coming. I can feel it. To Bone. Travels on the right-hand side. Inside. Has got Jenkins as an option, but decides to go long. It's deep to Ben Fawcett. 30 yards out. Turns to goal. Margetson just does enough. Whitmore, edge of the box. Chance to lay it back to Dyer. 30 yards out. Out to Humphreys on this right-hand side. It's a heavy touch. It's going to be... Ooh, just unfortunately... Oh, it's a great tackle, Rio Dyer. Excellent tackle, Rio Dyer. Stops a Pontypridd counter-attack there. Vaughan does his best to try and win a free kick, but Dyer completely takes the ball into touch. Excellent from the substitute. Still no goals to update you from across the league. Still everywhere 0-0, apart from that one solitary Aberystwyth goal across the league this afternoon. Not, I'm sure they're all entertaining games, but not too many goals. A Good Friday, perhaps not to remember. Dyer. Ball out for a throw-in. Great work by Ori Humphreys there. Just catching his breath in front of us here in the gantry. Going to be a Yori throw. Clayton Green is marking Rio Dyer very closely, so I think it's going to go long to Fawcett here. Yori's got a decent throw. It does indeed go long. Martel is rugby tackled. How that can't be a free kick, I don't know. Ponty clear their lines. Just crosses the halfway line over on the far side with Abruzzese. Looks to play, cuts inside. Onto his left foot, goes all the way back to Zach Jones. Left-footed, clears. Amoun was coming in, but it's gone straight to Cummins on the right-hand side. Back, Kieran Lewis. Straight out for a throw-in. Yet again, Ponty giving away possession. Craig King on the YouTube channel. Welcome to the Bluebirds Nest Live, Craig. Hope you're enjoying this afternoon. I'm hoping with 12 minutes of normal time to play that we can provide you audio coverage of an away goal. Much needed. Ball is in Zach Jones's hands. Amoun and Tabone having a much more of a competitive battle in this second half. Owain Jones's introduction, I think, for Pontypridd made a big difference for them going forward. Far more energy, it seems. Again, Keston Davis, arms all over Martel. Again, nothing from the ref, but he stayed down, and Bluebirds attack, force it down the right-hand side. Cuts inside. And, not quite the right idea from Fawcett, unfortunately. And it's pinched by Bevan. Pontypridd are coming away. Tabone does really well to intercept what would have been a ominous-looking threat from the Ponty attack there. It's going to be a throw-in. Keston Davis is back on his feet, looking to get this one back underway. 79 on the clock. Still 0-0. Oscar Borg does well just to clear his lines. It's going to go all the way through for the Margaton at the back for Ponty to pick up. Again, goes long. Abruzzese this time with a chance to clear. Whitmore and Bevan competing well. Bluebirds throw. Declan Carroll seems to be getting a bit more lively in his warm-up over on the far side. Bit of Declan Carroll's magic, fingers crossed, can come on and make a difference here. Ref waves play on. Bluebirds attack. Force it. Oh, Vaughan does well to put it out for a throw-in. Humphreys would have been in. Takes it quickly. Dyer cuts inside. Force it. On his left foot. 30 yards out. Strikes. Corner. Spoke to Forsey last weekend and he said he scored more goals with his left foot this season than his right. Thought the goal opened up for him then, but deflected wide for a corner. Dan Devine feels it coming on YouTube. 100% Dan. Come on. Let's believe we can pinch this goal here in what would be a huge, huge 3 points if we could get it. Abruzzese with the corner. Combs his hair. Ushers a bit of calm. 2 hands in the air. Left-footed. In. Perhaps been delivered there. Ball and man tackle. It was one of those 50-50 decisions. There was space in front, but they quickly closed that space down as Yori moved into it. It's Vaughan back on his feet after taking a heavy tackle there, but it's going to be a throw-in just outside the Pontypridd penalty area. 81 on the clock. Ball back with the keeper. Off the floor. Clears. Coming towards the touchline, but it's Tabone. Great header. Does make sure it goes out for another throw-in. Pontypridd just getting further up the pitch here, but Keston Davis, again, one of his better throws. Luke Tabone, one possession off the throw, and it went back to Zach Jones. And it's now back in the Pontypridd half. Kai Whitmore brings it down on his knee, flicks forward. Fawcett just misses out the flick on that Martel could have been in there. Ball 50-60 yard punt in the air by Keston Davis. Can he make it? Can he make it? It does go out for a throw-in. No flag by the linesman. Jenkins wins his header. Can only find Creighton Green, who's put a great ball over the top. Zach Jones is coming. It's got a punch clear. It does. Goes out for a throw-in. Ponty's, to say they're going long ball attack is an understatement. I can indeed report of a goal, and it is a big one up at Colwyn Bay. The 88th minute, Colwyn Bay have equalised. It's 1-1. Atkins with the goal for the home side there in today's live broadcast TV game. Huge goal in the relegation battle, that one. It would have been a real tough task for Colwyn Bay to avoid relegation, I think. Had they lost today, However, they're back in it. 1-1 with 90 gone up there. So looking at the league table, that now brings Aberystwyth back into the bottom two. As Shepherd gives away a foul here at USW Park and picks up a yellow as well. There's been far worse tackles this afternoon that haven't, but with less than 10 to play, the ref decides to brandish a yellow to Corey Shepherd there. So by no way of their own performance, Pontypridd have just got out of the bottom two with that goal up at Colwyn Bay. Still 0-0 at Jenner Park, Barry Penabont, and indeed still 0-0 here at USW Park. Kieran Lewis is 35 yards out on this near left-hand side. 3, Keston Davis, Kieran Lewis and Pritchard around it. Keston Davis seems to be lining up a David Luiz style free kick here. Certainly, Kieran Lewis is walking away. He's a long way out. Keston Davis. Oh, it moved around in the air. Very much David Luiz-like. I think that was a good call, that one. And Zach caught it really, really well. As Zach went to punch clear, Margerton blocked the clearance and has picked up a yellow for himself. That was one of them opportunities that could have gone anywhere with Keston Davis's free kick there. But Zach Jones tried to gain about 20 yards difference then, but obviously he's taken the ball, still outside the box. It can't have been outside the box, Zach, because you had the ball in your hand when the foul was conceded. The linesman waves it on. I find it funny that the free kick has now been taken outside the penalty box, but we go. Zach clears. Great clearance. Up to the edge of the box almost. Margerton heads clear to Dyer. Almost to Ria Dyer. Amoon tackled by Abruzzese on the far side. Throw into Ponty. Aberystwyth. Incredible scenes, I'm sure. I've taken the lead. It's Steph Davis, former Haverfordwest County. Steph Davis. 2-1 Aber. Wow. Massive goal. That one in the relegation battle. As the ball is ricocheting back and forth here, we could certainly do with a last-minute winner. Humphreys. Oh, just slightly too long. Not much quality in the last couple of minutes here. And Yori's clearance there, the right option, but doesn't find a yellow shirt in an attacking area. So after equalising the 88th, Colwyn Bay have now conceded in the 91st minute with 93 gone there. Yori, better pass, finds Fawcett to Dyer. Yori follows his run. He's in behind you. Great touch. Oh! Oh, it's got to be! It's a excellent work, Yori Humphreys. I thought the first contact he could have gone down. He did indeed go down on the second. Rhys Abruzzese, I think, is coming across to take this one. The keeper on the goal line. I thought he was going to get the ball easy. Yori just got the ball in front of him. Excellent work by Yori. He was being impressive, to be fair, over the last few minutes since coming on. It's going to be Abruzzese. Penalty. 87 minutes on the clock. Come on, Abu. Keep a bit of movement on the line. Abruzzese. Massive opportunity. Head in hands all around the ground here. Abruzzese. Score! 1-0. Rhys Abruzzese. I'm sure that puts him right up there with the top scorers. A massive goal for the Bluebirds. 87 minutes. Finally. I can tell you all about a goal. Almost 180 minutes of football on the Bluebirds Nest Live without a goal. Is that the winning goal? It is 1-0. Huge goal. As the boys congratulate Abu. Pontypridd head in their hands. Ash Morris can't be happy with that one. In goal for Pontypridd. Ponty immediately looking to Luke Gullick, I think it is. A striker coming on here shortly. And I think Pennock has got Declan Carroll stripped. Someone who certainly can hold the ball up in an attacking position, perhaps. 88 on the clock. 1-0 up. puts us currently 4 points clear in 7th. That could prove to be massive. The penalty, the keeper dived to his left, and Abu, I think, pretty much went straight down the middle. Expertly taken left-footed. Yori Humphries, defensive header as well there, does really, really well. As the ball goes all the way back, Keston Davis is limping badly for the home side. Ball back with Ash Morris. When you see that Yori Humphries, the penalty collision, the first one I thought he could have gone down, but Yori, to his credit, stayed on his feet, but then was fouled by the keeper for the second. Great counter press for the Bluebirds here. It's going to be a substitution. It is Declan Carroll who's coming on for his second appearance since coming back to the club, and it's Martel Taylor Crossdale to make way. So a like for like, I think it'll be Declan played up top, but certainly someone who can take it to the corner flag and do a bit of magic and hold it up, hopefully. 89 gone here. Gullick is coming on. Yeah, and it's going to be Bevan, the midfielder, going off for Pontypridd. So kitchen sink time from the home side. Can we hold on? A matter of minutes now. Gullick is on. Cummins with a throw in on the right hand side, on the halfway line, directly opposite me. Cummins throws high, won by Abruzzese. And it's out. Yori Humphries does well. Oh, just pinched back off him. Luke Tabone and Gullick. Stay on your feet, boys. Stay on your feet. Oh, Zach Jones, expert communication there. Jenks was just about to fire it clear with his right foot. Zach comes through the back of him, screaming, keeper's ball, and is now calmly walking it towards the penalty spot. 90th minute is on the clock. I didn't see how many minutes were put up then. I'm trying to see if someone can tell me. I was looking at Zach and I've missed the board. This is going to be intense. Ball with Ash Morris in the goal. Tom. If somebody can tell me at the ground, if they're listening, how many minutes are on the board? No, I'm looking at Tom Pritchard, who's been running the Twitter feed this afternoon, giving you play-by-play commentary on there. He didn't see the board either. So we're just going to have to play out this dramatic few minutes now, not knowing when it's going to end. Pontypridd clear their lines. Abu does well. It's over. Crossfield ball. Luke Tabone does so well to clear right in front of his goal there. Slice would have put it in the back of his net. 90 plus 1 on. Lino, how long, please? 4. 4 fingers. Thank you. There's 4 in total to play. We've played 91. 3 to go. Cummins on the right-hand side. Goes short. Back to Cummins. Crosses. Jenkins, expert header. Got to be a free kick there, ref. Not given against Whitmore. Kieran Lewis, way out. Way over. Goal kick. Zach Jones. The announcer at the USW Park has just said 3 minutes, but the linesman did tell me 4. So we will soon see. Barry Town are now down to 9 men. A second yellow for Ollie Hulbert. So there's 2 players who won't be making their way to the Oggy Bridge Meadow next Friday. Does well to hook it on. Theo Dyer putting a superb shift in to try and to stop that coming back in. Clayton Green is onside. Inside our penalty box. Jenks does well just to hold him up. Stay on your feet. He's gone down. Nothing given. Big appeals from around the ground. Free kick is given over by the touchline. Clayton Green, experienced campaigner over on the far side there. The captain of Pontypridd. Tried his best to get a penalty, but has got himself a free kick on the touchline. 93 played. Any second now, the whistle will go. Can we hold off? This clean sheet would be big. It's still 0-0 in Jenna Park. Touchline free kick. Kieran Lewis over it. Almost everybody up for Pontypridd here. Crossed. Flicked and over the bar. Surely the last opportunity for Pontypridd to equalise. It was a contested header, but it's gone over the bar. I think it was Amoun with that first contact. Zach Jones having to climb the fence to get the ball. A couple of seconds will be added on, I'm sure. People beginning to leave, thinking that is indeed the last play of the afternoon. Alex Livesey, the referee, looks again. Coming to the end. 1 minute indicated by the linesman to Yori Humphreys on questioned. Zach Jones clears his studs on the post. Livesey nods as to acknowledge the extra time. Great clearance by Zach. Goes big. Margetson wins the header. Declan Carroll does well to pinch it. Excellent play by Declan Carroll. Puts it towards the corner flag for Fawcett to surely kill the game off. Holds it up on the touchline. But receives no foul. Throw in. Pontypridd throw. 2 balls on the pitch here. Clayton Green seemed to go through the back of Yori Humphreys there. Obviously frustration from the home side captain. Cummins this time to throw in. Whitmore this time puts it in the sky. Dyer, 2 hands in the back surely. Wave play on by the ref. That was an interesting one. Oscar Borg, can he clear? Oh, he's fallen. Jenkins, can he get there? Oscar Borg does well to come back inside play. Edge of the box. Chance. Keston Davis over the bar. Massive, massive chance for Keston Davis there. And he's put it over the bar. Now that surely is the last chance. That was the last roll of the dice. Surely now. 3 points coming west. That was heart in mouth moment there to finish the game. Again, another goal kick by Zach. I think communication between the ref and the linesman is saying that's it. He's shaking his head, the ref, not yet. Hands on his hips. Big clearance by Zach Jones needed here. Surely it's all over now. Any second. Zach Jones. The ref letting it play. Bluebird's throwing. It's going to be an attacking one. Pontypridd appeal. Could have gone anyway, to be fair. Declan Carroll and Yori Humphreys coming over. Forsey needs to go to the corner flag. Oh, they were sleeping then. A good chance to throw it to the corner flag. Surely. We're now in the 96th minute. Throw it to the corner, Yori. There it goes. Hands all over Fawcett again. There is the full-time whistle. All over here at USW Sports Park. Woof. It's over at Barry as well. A draw there. Huge afternoon for the Bluebirds campaign, perhaps. Wow, that was a big finish. Moving forward, next week we are home on Friday night in what will no doubt be another battle against Barrytown United, who indeed this afternoon have drawn with Penabont. I believe the new fanzine, the magazine, has been produced by a group of Haverfordwest County supporters, will also be available on the night, where it will be 7:45 kickoff at the Meadow next Friday. So looking forward to seeing you all there. A great afternoon has ended on Good Friday. Very Good Friday, I must say. So to conclude, final score here, Pontypridd 0, Haverfordwest County 1. Bluebirds Nest Live signing off. Over and out.